This is my channel. I'm new, and I'm hoping to be a little bit different. Everybody wants to be a little bit different, I guess. I think the best thing that anyone has ever commented on me is that I'm a storyteller. I've been oh, involved in community theater. I worked for most of my life has been in publication, and I now have my own publishing company. I'm an artist and illustrator and a musician, and but mainly people think of me as a storyteller. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. If someone mentions something, I can click that in my head and remember, oh, okay, well, they said this, and later, maybe not right away, but maybe later, that'll come back to my mind, and I'll remember Joanne told me about these beautiful steps in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And when I talk to her again, I know I can remember that and tell her I always think of her when I think of those steps in this chapel in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Or if I'm working as a cashier and someone brings a product, like I'm thinking of World Market. I worked for World Market for a long time, and there were so many amazing things, and they were like, what is this? What are you making with it? It sounds amazing. Oh my gosh, I will have to try that. Or just about anything. One of the things that people tell me is you can strike up a conversation with anyone. And that is true because I'm an observer, I guess. I observe people and I talk to people a lot, and usually within the first 10 seconds find something that we have in common. So that's what I'm hoping we can do with this channel. Um, my name is Peggy Annette. The real spelling is Pegggy, capital Annette. And I decided I wanted to change it because I wanted it shorter to sign artwork. And so I changed it to capital Peggi, capital Anet with no space. And I put that on my name tag where I was working. And I got so many interesting comments about my name. And they said, oh, your parents must have been very creative, must be very creative. And I said, oh, they were. Yes, they were. Like maybe half truth. I don't know. But they would say, then when they would look at it and they go, how do you pronounce your name? Is it Pegiane? And I'm like, I don't know what that means in French. I tried to look it up. I didn't find it. anyway, anyway, one of the things I need you to know is I'm very goal oriented. I set a lot of goals. So I ended up with PTSD having grown up in the Los Angeles area, Los Angeles County. There's lots of stories there. I'll be telling some stories. And some of them, some stories shouldn't be told. And those stories, I won't. I won't. We'll tell them. But then there's some stories that should be. The purpose of my channel is to do kind of a star date something log, captain's log, a mini journal, as you would, and document. Now, my husband and I have been married 45 years. This year it'll be 46, and we did a lot of traveling since 21. And then I injured my arm, had to come home during 25 and have surgery. So now, instead of traveling via our van and boondocking in a place that is was it called Bureau of Land Management land, and staying there, camping in the van, living outside for 2 weeks at a time somewhere, and then getting up and going somewhere else. Instead of doing that, now we house it. So here I am. We're from South Dakota. Um, we are part of what's called Trusted House Sitters. No sponsorship there, just saying. And it's a platform, and we pay about $300 a year. And because of that, if we can get to a house sit in a place that we want to go, something new and different, it's just $300 a year. And so here we are in Vamos, Greece. It's on the island of Crete. My brother happens to live in Hania on the island of Crete, and him and his wife and stepson Mihalis, and we got this house for 2 months. It's a villa. It's gorgeous, and we are here to take care of the pets, take care of the facility. Um, the home is a beautiful place. Um, but we wouldn't be able to do this without changing our focus from camping to traveling and living in other people's houses. So this is new. This is new for me. We have a channel called Robin Pegg's Rainy Day People, from the song that Gordon Lightfoot sings called Rainy Day People. We've loved that from the beginning of our marriage. And it's it just kind of talks, has a good message of what rainy day people, a rainy day person is. And we consider ourselves rainy day people to each other. So anyway, my part of my background. I grew up in Los Angeles County, Southern California. Um, couldn't wait to leave. It wasn't my family I was leaving. It was uh, the violence, the mainly the violence, I guess. Mainly the violence, the crime, the everything. Things that I will maybe talk about another time. And I moved. I bought a ticket, a one-way ticket to Madison, Wisconsin, and that's where I started my life with my husband. I was 18 and he was 24 when we were married, and he just turned 70 this year. And he told me a year or two ago, he said, "Do you know, in a couple of years I'm going to be 70?" And I said to him, "Are you kidding me? When did that happen? When did that happen?" Because we were just 21 and I don't know, 18 and 24. And time has just gone so fast. So we're kind of I'm trying to slow down a little bit. What I want to do with this channel, actually, is I want people to understand what it is like to be maybe a little bipolar. Bits and pieces of the day that my brain goes and does different things other than what I'm doing right now. I mean, I'm probably babbling like an idiot. Probably not. I'm taking that out. Anyway, so bits and pieces of the day, what I see, what I do, some of those things will go into what's happening in my day. And I will do that. I will probably do one a week. I hope you'll join me again, Peggy Annette. That's it. And you'll have a wonderful day.